Have you ever been insulted, minimized, misunderstood, or made to feel small? That kind of pain can go deeper than we want to admit. David knew that pain. In Psalm 69, he uses the language of insult, shame, disgrace, and humiliation again and again. He says in verse 19, "You know how I am insulted, humiliated, and disgraced. All my adversaries are before you." That phrase is so powerful. Before you. The insult was not hidden from God. The humiliation was not invisible to him. The shame David felt was not dismissed by God. And this is where we need a mindset reset. When someone insults us or minimizes us, something in us wants to defend, rehearse, retaliate, or prove our worth. And honestly, underneath the wound of insult is often wounded pride. Insults do not just hurt our feelings, they make us feel lowered. But David shows us a different way. He brought the insult to God. He prayed. Psalm 69:29 says, "As for me, poor and in pain, let your salvation protect me, God." He praised in verse 30, "I will praise God's name with song." And he gave thanks in verse 30. He also humbled himself before the Lord. David encourages us to do the same. Psalm 69:32 says, "The humble will see it and rejoice. You who seek God, take heart." Humility combats humiliation, because humiliation is shame others try to place on us, but humility is surrender we choose before God. David also knew this. The Lord listens to the needy in Psalm 69:33. So today, maybe the question is, can I trust that God sees what was said? God is in rooms we are not. Can I trust that he knows how it wounded me? Isaiah 53:3 says, "He was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief, and as one from whom men hid their faces, he was despised, and we esteemed him not." What's more, Jesus chose to be rejected and insulted to get to us. Can I trust God to remove the shame I feel from someone else's insult? Psalm 34:5 says, "Those who look to him for help are radiant with joy. No shadow of shame will darken their faces." We do not have to carry the insult forever to prove it mattered. God saw it. God heard it. God knows. And his awareness is enough. So today's mindset reset is this: God's awareness is enough for the insults I cannot undo. Bring the offense to him, friends. Pray, praise, give thanks, and humble your heart. James 4:10 promises, "Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, and he will lift you up." Trust in God's deliverance. David did. So did Jesus. And let God lift what someone else tried to place on you. Shame off you.